Good morning all. CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Monday morning, March 18th. Hope everybody had a nice weekend. We are looking at Window Trader's market profile of the ES&NQ, and we are just swinging and dancing inside of this balance. Test the balance high a bunch of days, roll over, come down on Friday, get within 10 points of the balance low, and now here we are Monday morning, going right back, attempting towards the balance high. A market imbalance is waiting for more market-generated information. Question is, we're going to stay in this balance prior to Wednesday's Fed meeting. Inside week for SPY last week. So inside of balance like this creates a tremendous amount of chop. There's no real continuity at all. Looks like the market's going to run away to the upside. Next thing you know, they take it all back and vice versa. So please be aware of that, as the MGI does change quite frequently throughout the day with this type of chop. Righty, remember, inside day on Friday, attempting to gap higher. We'll see if that's going to hold. We're attempting to gap higher also. Upside gaps have been pretty much a failure this year, as we are. 2 out of 12 have held only. So just keep that in mind. Game plan for this morning. Well, again, look at this. Well, we had a 16-wide overnight POC. We're trading above it now from the 15th. We also had an 11-wide POC from the 14th. So these two wide point of controls have been what? Totally disregarded. First, we opened below it on Friday, and now on Monday we're trying to open above them and spend no time here. I think at some point we will spend some time there. We'll see. But very interesting to have these kind of wide point of controls and disregard them totally on both sides. Game plan. Again, there's 70 minutes to go prior to the opening. The larger the gap, the less likely I'm even looking for a long, right? The gap and go crowd gets all excited. A good risk reward long, if we're to open around here, is if we do pull back into this area. You would think at some point that becomes a speed bump, the 11-wide POC and the 16-wide overnight, prior to filling the gap. So you could take a long against that. Again, it depends how much heat you want to take. Right? That's around the 15 level. The gap doesn't get filled to 01, 02. I don't think you want to take 13 points worth of heat, but you can see how we react on the way down. As far as the short, again, depends where the overnight high is prior to the opening. Remember, this is not the balance high. We're getting close to it, but the balance high is over here, and then you have the overnight high and the back-adjusted overnight high. Actually, the back-adjusted all-time high is the balance high on ES. So keep these things in mind. Again, you do not have to pull the trigger at 9:30 in the morning. The volume with this move, 440,000 so far. Nothing great. But we still have 70 minutes, so hopefully we're going to be doing at least 1 million. Look at NQ, right up to their 10-wide POC from the 14th for now. So it's the same scenario. I mean, these gaps are rather large. I don't chase, so I would see if we get a pullback somewhere around here for a long. And again, the only short I would take is possibly against wherever the overnight high is, or if they really push up against the balance high, right? Balance rules to me are much more important than gap rules, okay? And then on the chart, so remember, SPY is one time framing up 10 weeks, 19 out of 20. Just amazing. This does not negate it, the inside week. However, if you look at the previous 2 weeks now, even though we got distance 2 weeks ago above the prior high, we came back in. The market seems to be pausing or a little tired coming into this week. We'll see if that's going to be rectified by taking these two highs out. Okay? So one time framing up for 10 weeks, up to balance with the inside week. The daily, I've been calling this balance. Some people called it down. I said, I'm just incorporating this into one big balance, and it still will be until we take out the all-time high. Good luck trading today. Thank you for liking and subscribing to this channel. And we'll recap at 4 p.m.